I felt I might really be lost in this industry.
People, once they reach a position, they feel that this is it.
Failures on the personal front as well.
Leadership cannot be taught. It is a thought process that needs to be built.
And there was no stopping since then.
Elon Musk putting a chip in a human body. How soon are we expecting this? Hi everyone, I'm Mohsinaa Ahmad, an empowerment coach, name expert, and your host for Boss Talks with Mohsinaa Ahmad on LinkedIn. Each episode of Boss Talks, I showcase extraordinary leaderships who have charted their own paths to success and redefined excellence. Today, we have with us Mohammad Shahid Ansari, Senior VP Technology and CIO at Task Group, a leader who embodies the perfect blend of technical brilliance and visionary thinking. With a solid foundation of BTech and MBA, what sets him apart is his remarkable philosophy of prioritizing skill development over mere promotions, viewing each challenges not as a barrier but as an opportunity for growth. As an architect of the Task Group's technological transformation, he masterfully led the transition from Ramco to SAP ERP systems, creating an integrated ecosystem that revolutionized business efficiency. What's most inspiring about Shahid's journey is his personal evolution from overcoming language barriers, becoming a technology thought leader. He's proven that mindset limitations are just illusions waiting to be shattered. As he leads enterprise transformation across HR, finance, CRM, and SCM functions, leveraging cutting-edge technologies from AI automation to SAP analytics, Shahid continues to demonstrate that the true leadership is about envisioning the future while staying grounded in continuous learning. Hi, Shahid. Welcome to Boss Talks.
Thank you so much for the invite and having me here.
What was one barrier in your life that you have worked on and have come out successful and thrived in it, which has boosted your growth?
The big deal, to be honest, it was when I got into my BTech computer science. I had, the Hindi medium background. When I entered the college and got into my batch, what I figured out was everybody else, my fellow students, they are brilliant in English language. They speak fluent English and they are building computer games right in their first year, second year. I felt that, okay, I won't be able to do this job. I may not really be able to complete this BTech. Even if I complete, I may not really be able to get the job. At the same time, I realized there is one other guy who is going through the similar kind of frustration. So I spoke to him. He told that let's switch the stream. Let's move out from computer science and engineering to civil. But then I had a courage. I just developed that courage to go and reach out to my senior. And he advised me, what the heck are you talking about? You're going to change your stream, that too, from computer science and engineering to civil. That's stupid. So he told that, English languages cannot be a barrier. Do well. And alhamdulillah, we did very well. One more decision that I took after that was, in my second year, that I'm going to be preparing now for CAT. That's a very bold and courageous call for somebody who's not even good at English language. So that, fear of failure was there, but I wanted to overcome that. And that helped me clear a lot of great competitions like IFT, SCM, a couple of others, which were like 6th and 7th ranked in India. But I couldn't clear even a single GD. And then that's the time I took a call that, I'm going to be going out in the market to figure out how can I upskill myself.
What are the decisions that you have taken that has made who you are today?
I didn't do well first 3 years, no growth, no promotions. And there were a couple of failures on the personal front as well. I felt I might really be lost in this industry if I don't do anything. So I took a conscious decision that I need some kind of upskilling. So I picked up CRM instead of ERP because everybody was going towards ERP. So let's try to be unique. And there was no stopping since then, to be honest. That's one thing. And then in 2007, when I joined GE, I got exposed to this role of a CIO. And I saw that this one guy who is responsible for the technology transformation for the company, that excited me a lot. I didn't know how how to get to that role, I felt that, okay, let me just try to do a self-assessment. What I really lack, right? I felt it's time back again to go out to the market. This time I picked up SAP and invested 9 months of my Saturdays and Sundays to learn that new technology. And I came back and I told G that I'm looking for something. This is space of supply chain where I could leverage what I learned in 9 months. The question that they asked me was, why should we give you this role on SAP? Because you have just learned something. My performance of last couple of years came to my rescue. Have that trust that, okay, this guy will be able to do something. So I got that role. I think I did well. And the last bit of upskilling or curiosity to do something else was in 2014 when I felt that enough of supply chain and sales and marketing, enough of CRM and ERPs. The world is moving towards product development. So I asked GE to give me product development, and they gave me, open hand, wholeheartedly. That was the big shift, in my opinion, for me, what helped me to grow.
When I hear your story, I find this remarkable because you are someone who is so eager to learn and open to imbibe. You don't have any glitch of seeking help. This is so inspiring for many people, because people, once they reach a position, they feel that this is it, this is my life. But you, as a leader since the very beginning, because leadership cannot be taught, it is a thought process that needs to be built through people around you. So you've gone ahead and learned from people who already know about it. It's really inspiring, not just for me, also for the viewers that will be seeing your story. So here I would like to ask you one thing, Shahid. As a tech leader, is your responsibility limited to directing your team in customizing tech solutions for clients?
Journey is not easy, to be honest. A role of a technology leader is just to think about what this organization is going to be looking like from the technology footprint point of view over next 3 years. So this guy is responsible to plot the architecture, create a roadmap. That's what in my opinion, is the role of a technology leader. And that's what I do. It's a job of technologists to see through the unknowns, right? Because my responsibility is to articulate when business leaders comes to us, right? They have unarticulated business problems. And what we need to really do is put that down on a piece of a paper, create a process, define the change management map, and then identify the technologies which are going to be actually mapping it out and solving this particular business problem. So the big difficulty, what I always face in this transition, is how to convince, because everybody has got their own priority. I follow this push and pull kind of a leadership technique to apply and get that done.
Can you elaborate, like, what is push and pull?
So this is something which I had learned in my GE Crottonville, New York classes. Pull is basically where you apply your influence. You try to convince people through a dialogue, and you go through a rigorous decision-making process. And it's about give and take as well. It works 90% of the times or 80% of the times, but 20% of the time when you have no choice, the push mechanism where you have to, drive the goal with great intensity and pull people through a couple of announcements and decision making as well, right? So that's the way I feel a push and pull works.
So, personally, you have taken up technology from the very beginning of your life, right? You understood and you had that vision, I would say, that, this is where my strength lies. But was there someone in your life who identified it first, or you were the one to do this?
No, it all happened just by chance and luck, to be honest. Okay. I was just excited. See, the only thing that I would say is I'm a very curious guy. There are two individuals whom I really respect a lot and have learned a lot from these two individuals. One is our own Mahatma Gandhi, and another one is Dhoni. They always performed well under pressure.
Last 40 to 50 years, we witnessed the digital transformation from basic computing to AI. Looking ahead, how do you see AI and technology continuing to evolve in the next 5 to 10 years? And what changes do you anticipate for the recruitment and outsourcing industries specifically?
What I feel, Mohsinaa, is last 30 to 40 years, if you look at, we transitioned from basic computing to advanced computing a bit. And then the advent of social media, where we have created significant amount of data. So basically, for 30, 40 years, the time was spent in becoming paperless because we were totally dependent on paper. And then we started creating digital systems to record our data. And now, since the significant data is recorded, and that's where the real usage of AI comes in, to use that data and develop artificially intelligent systems to do the
Right.
job on their own. So basically creating touchless environments or systems where, and I also feel that automation and AI are not understood very well by many people. They often quote automation while talking about AI. There is a big difference. To be honest, AI is there since 1950s, not just generative AI, which people talk about at this moment, right? ChatGPT. AI was a subject for me in my third year
Right.
for 6 months. It's going to be taking long to get ready for it. And it's not just going to eat away everybody's job. I mean, it's just going to coexist with the humans, right?
Right.
We're not going to be just deploying robots for every other job. That's
Yeah,
not
there was a huge actually uproar on social media that, AI coming in, what are the cons that's going to happen. And basically, I think in places like US, okay, where the technology comes faster than any other place, employees that they'll lose out their jobs. But now I think people have settled down that, AI and human beings will exist and they will have the jobs. They just have to upgrade themselves, upskill themselves.
exactly.
Yes.
So it's very important that people learn AI, not
Yeah.
only just the technologies, but as well as everybody else who is
Right.
involved in some way. Because even AI is there at home, right? The way we use our household equipments, there is AI.
Right.
So what I would say is, next 10 years, AI will evolve further. But I guess quantum computing is going to be the next area where we will see significant innovation, because AI can be best leveraged along with quantum computing. I also think that smart humanism is another subject, and probably a couple of things on the biology side, right? Through technology, you can solve diseases much faster. I think it's still at the nascent stage, but I can very well see that it's going to be happening pretty soon.
Okay, so Elon Musk putting a chip in a human body, it is true. And, so how soon are we expecting this in everyone's body, a chip?
We are already carrying a lot of chips in our bodies, right? We have this mobile phone, we have a smartwatch, but
Right.
just imagine we are still doing very limited few things, right? We can only see with this spec 500 meters. A telescope is a big sized equipment. Just
Right.
imagine through technology, if you can see better, and I can imagine next 10 years, probably we'll be wearing a lot more smart equipments, right? To do certain different type of jobs. And the first thing that comes to my mind is maybe a smart spectacles, right? Where you can see farther and farther and farther, right?
Yeah.
Uh, so that's what I could see that's gonna be happening in the near future.
Great. It's really, really enlightening, actually, what you have spoken about, the digital era, how it's going to go, and, the future and envisioning, as well as your personal triumphs that you have spoken about. It's really, really enlightening, at the same time inspiring. Thank you so much.